Have you ever thought, why do I suck at fantasy football? Welcome. This is the Commissioner Fantasy Football Podcast.
And welcome.
Hello.
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 La la la.
La, 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 la. Week 6.
I'm so happy week 5 is over. It was not my week. You know that whole week 4 thing. Sorry, I'm going to readjust my microphone. That whole week 4 thing where I was doing great. I did the pep talk with all my players. Well, I didn't talk to any of them week 5, and
You
I
should have
guess
talked to them, man.
I know. I guess they all got upset and decided to not do much this week. Holy crap!
Yeah, their coach didn't come through. He wasn't
Right?
there. He had COVID.
Look, I don't know what it was, but I guess I gotta do the pep talk every week now.
All right.
Week 6. I'm happy week 5 is over. Week 6 sucked for me. And I apologize to everyone who's watching this on video. My regular camera wasn't working, so I'm using my laptop camera. And it's not as good. Although, in retrospect to everything, you probably don't care.
Nobody cares. I'll probably edit this out too.
No, don't edit it out.
Right.
I want my 2 fans to know that I look this horrible all the time.
Look, week 5, the biggest thing that happened in week 5, we all saw that injury to Dak.
Oh,
If you haven't seen it, look, I don't suggest go.
No. Look, if you did not see it live or you didn't get the replay right away, don't. Just do yourself a favor. It was bad. There's certain things you don't want to see in life.
Prescott breaks the tackle. He picks up a total of 9 more.
Oh no. You almost got to hope it's a cramp, don't you, if you're a Cowboy fan right there? But, that does not look good, Jim. Oh, no.
And look at Gallup reacting and Dalton getting ready to go in.
Oh, you can just see that at the bottom.
One of those you don't want to
Exactly.
The Prescott injury is one of them.
I have Prescott in 4 leagues, so that was tough. I lost the majority of those leagues because, again, he only got like 13 or something fantasy points. Depends what kind of league you're playing, but it was tough. It was a tough loss. Losing a great quarterback. He was the number 2 fantasy quarterback. So
and if you watch the way he left the field, I'm glad that the audience was there.
Kid right there's never missed a start, Jim, his entire career.
It wasn't a packed stadium like the usual.
Yeah, but there was fans there that got at least to clap.
Well, think of it from his perspective, right? I mean, this could be it's definitely season-long injury, right? And this
reports
could be a career-ending injury.
Well, no, reports came in. His surgery went well. He should be able back.
No, I'm saying when he's going out of the game, right? Just the
you never know.
The look of all the players, the way they were looking at him,
just holding their heads.
Yeah, like ooh, like this could be it. So it was good. At least he got to hit his fist to the crowd and at least give him one more goodbye, just in case. But it seems like he'll be back.
If you're a Dak owner, a good waiver pickup. If it's your QBs are really limited. Look, Andy Dalton is not bad with all these weapons. He's still young. I thought he was like in his like late 30s, but he looks like he's still in his early 30s. So not a bad pickup. I think he was useful if you guys remember him in Cincy with AJ Green, Marvin Jones Jr.
Before AJ Green got injured, they were doing pretty
Let's just not talk about AJ Green anymore.
Okay, what is happening? What is happening with AJ Green? Is he afraid of the ball? Is he afraid to play football? What's going on?
Well, I sent you a tweet. You didn't get it, but looks like he said something verbally that the camera picked up that he wants to be traded. I possibly think what they're doing with Le'Veon Bell. So the news with Le'Veon Bell today, he got released because they were trying to trade him for the last 2 weeks. They talked to his agents with Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah,
they were talking with both. The team was talking to the agent. They were trying to make a trade for a couple of weeks when he was on the IR. Okay. So because nobody wanted him, Le'Veon Bell is happy. Looks like they just wanted to part ways. I think AJ Green might be in the same boat of almost getting traded. Nobody wants to talk about it from the team. They might be trying to trade him. He's just trying not to get hurt in these games. I mean,
I guess, but with Le'Veon Bell, there was an update a couple of weeks ago saying they're looking to trade him, right?
it was recent. It wasn't a couple of weeks ago, but it looks like it came out that they were trying to trade him for more than 2 weeks, probably. So I think these players like AJ Green needs to be traded, Le'Veon Bell, or needs to be released. Release AJ Green, let him go to a team. There's teams that need wide receivers. Like somebody's gonna pick him up.
The interception thrown near AJ Green this week, he could have tackled the guy.
He didn't try. Look, he's not into it. You could tell he's not into it.
He looked like he was a blocker for the other team.
Under pressure, and he threw it and it got picked midfield. Grabbed by Marcus.
I don't think anything's wrong with him or he's afraid. He's just like, why am I going to risk playing for this team that's so bad? I think at this point in his age, he wants to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what's going on. He wants to go to a winning team. So I don't know, man. There's a few options out there. Like even going to Green Bay is an option. Going to the Saints who need help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some experienced teams. I don't think Seattle, for example. No, not Seattle. They have too many weapons. But there's teams that can use AJ Green. So I think that's part of his mentality is like, what am I going to give up my body at this age after all these injuries?
Green Bay could use him.
I think so too. With Lazard gone.
Green Bay? Yeah.
It'd be nice. So, hey, anything can happen. So
if you have him in the Dynasty League, keep him around for a while. If not, don't.
He's droppable in regular leagues.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah. If he gets traded, pick him back up.
Yep. But the problem is if you have room for him, keep him on there. If he needs space, drop him, because if he gets picked up by a different team, you might not get him. So depending on how your waiver wires work. All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into week 6 because we're gonna talk about it. So just to let everybody know, there's 4 teams on bye, which I just found out. I have 2 running backs on a team. I have Kamara, who's on bye, and I have Jacobs, who's on bye.
Also, on the sheet you sent me, you put week 5, week 6.
You don't have to point that out. It's so stupid.
I want to point out your errors, Eric, so that everyone knows that you make these mistakes and that you're just
losing air even speaking that, because I'm gonna just edit all this.
Don't edit it. This is gold. All right. 4
teams on bye: Raiders, Saints, Chargers, Seahawks. Make sure you know who's on bye. This Thursday, there's no Thursday game because we had a Tuesday game, which NFL's doing all these transactions. So Sunday morning is going to be 9 games on Sunday morning and 2 in the afternoon, which is weird. They're all East Coast, but the Green Bay Packers play the Bucks, which is going to be a good game. Rodgers versus Brady. And then you have the Jets and the Dolphins. The 2 afternoon Sunday games.
Wouldn't it be better just to have more afternoon games and kind of
I don't know
up evenly?
I have no clue why they wouldn't maybe move the Titans, because the Titans just play, right? They would have moved them maybe later in the afternoon, but whatever.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers are playing. I can focus on that game and enjoy that game because I don't think I'm going to be watching the Dolphins game.
I don't know. On the side, Dolphins have been pretty good.
Yeah, but they're playing the Jets. It's going to be a sham. And then again, and on Monday, we have 2 Monday night games. So hopefully no more COVID, no more, but just pay attention. Follow us, follow me on Instagram. Pay attention. All right, let's get into the games.
All right. First game, Texans at the Titans.
And we just watched the Titans on the Tuesday.
Titans, they looked good.
I'm telling you, rested teams.
They made the Bills look like crap.
And I remember what I told you about the Steelers. You said, hey, about the Steelers, they might not do well. About something about Connor. I don't know if I was talking to somebody else. When a team gets rest, look, it's good for the team right now because you already have like 3 games into the season. Getting rest is good. So you could tell by the Titans, they came out and they were just on point. AJ Brown pretty much didn't play all season. Yeah. And he looked good. And so I was talking to somebody
nail
today,
in my coffin, by the way, but
I was talking to somebody today about the Titans. If you go back to last year in the playoffs, they beat the Ravens. They came pretty close to almost beating, I think it was KC, but I don't remember. But I remember them beating the Ravens. Look, they're a really well-coached team. And for fantasy, I think Tannehill is now a startable quarterback. I think, again, with AJ Brown being back, you start him. Even Jonnu Smith with Davis out. And Derrick Henry is not getting as many touches, but still productive. Look, he's going to be the red zone.
They're also keeping an eye on him, right? They don't want him to.
They don't want to overwork him. I kind of knew coming in, they really overworked him last year. They got another few, they got a rookie running back and another guy playing there. So but these are all startable assets. Even their defense looks.
But even Henry not overworked is still top
Yeah.
3 running back.
Because again, when they get into the red zone, when they're on the goal line, the 5-yard, whatever, they're gonna use that big body.
Did you see the stiff arm he had today?
Oh my goodness,
Dude, he just dropped a human. As he's running, he just drops a human.
Man against Derrick Henry, you better go low. Do not stand up with that man and let him just.
He's a whole different specimen of a running back. He's like a tight end running back. It's insane. So we just mentioned all the Titans.
Yeah. Davis is out.
Yeah. So Davis, he had the COVID. We don't know if he has COVID, but he's on the COVID list. So he might be back like that. For the Texans, I think right now with their new coaching, look, they won. Watson looked good. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to do well in this game. So you got to start your Watson, start your Fuller, start your DJ.
More,
look, it looks like a team said, okay, we're brand new, right? The coaching just didn't click. It didn't click last year as well. Yeah. So I think for them, it's all brand new. It's kind of like, look, we got something to prove. So they need to win. They're 0-4, 0-5. I don't know what they're.
They came close. They
came close, but I think they have a chance in this game. I'm picking an upset for this game. So I'm picking the Texans to actually win to kind of pull off an upset. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a surprise game.
Titans defense looked pretty good, but
it looked good. Watson. It looked good, but now they're on a short week on this, playing Tuesday and playing Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon East Coast. But all right.
Bengals, Colts.
Bengals and Colts. Colts. All right.
Colts.
Bengals. I'm so scared to start anybody, but you got to start mixing. I was looking at this game. I was like, Colts have a good defense, but look, the Bengals, I think they learned from that whipping of the Ravens. Ravens just took it to them.
But even in that game, Mixon did pretty well. Like
again, did you see
a touchdown away from almost 20 points?
Did you see? And I keep pointing this out. Okay, and if I'm the Bengals coach, use Mixon more in the passing game. Right. He's incredibly talented at catching the ball. I mean, I don't know if you saw that one throw that he kind of did a little. I don't know, like kind of, Mixon ran the route around the defender. He threw it over the defender and Mixon caught it. Some quarterbacks do that with running backs, and
I mean, they're definitely using him, right?
And I think they're going to start using him more. Look, he's super talented. I go on Twitter and I look at Mixon. People are like, again, they're down because he didn't have a great week.
Well, I mean, his week wasn't horrible. He had 24 rushing attempts with 59 rushing yards and 35 receiving yards.
How many catches? I think 6 or 5 catches or something like that. So.
Hang on. I don't know why our thing doesn't give us this. I have to read for catches.
I think I remember, from what I remember, it was 6 catches he had. If you find it, continue. But anybody else for this game, I'm scared to start anybody else.
On 6 receptions for 35 yards.
Yeah, 6 receptions. I knew that was right. Mm-hmm. Everybody else right now is a sit for me. Like, if you need to start Boyd, you can start Boyd because, again, they're going to throw the ball. But I'm scared to start AJ Green. Yeah, freaking AJ Green. After this, their schedule does get a little better. So,
are you starting Burrow or no?
Yeah, sit Burrow at this time. Yeah, I'm not starting him. All right. So, all right. And then for the Colts, you want to start their defense. You want to start Jonathan Taylor. Everybody else, like Mo Alley Cox, you can start. Maybe Hilton will have a breakout week this week because, again, Bengals are not good against the pass. So you could probably start Hilton, and he's low. Maybe go trade from, I don't know. But even Rivers might be a streamer, but I'm just staying away from most Colts. I just don't trust that team too well. I think they're going to be super run heavy.
All right, let's go on. Falcons at Vikings. Ooh.
Sorry to go back. I did pick the Bengals to upset this one for some reason. Okay. Sorry.
Hey, Mixon can go off.
I have a feeling like sometimes these games happen. This is one of those games where Colts could be shocked because the Bengals, I don't know. Okay. So that's just me.
All right. Falcons at Vikings.
I can't wait until this game. Ooh. Hey, Kirk Cousins, stream. If you need a quarterback and you cannot get, or you don't want to use Andy Dalton this week, for example, go get Cousins. I mean, he's going to, because again, Cook is going to be out probably. So Madison's going to be in play. Yeah.
Which could help me out.
Yes. Same here. Mm-hmm. So Madison's in play. Look, Madison catches the ball as well. I think Cousins is going to throw the ball. They're going to try to get Cousins that, they should have won that game against Seattle.
Ooh, how badly they should have won too. The kicker.
Just kick the field goal. Just kick the field goal.
Uh,
But look, start typical again. If you don't have Madison as your insurance policy, if you don't listen to me in the beginning, prior to this season, I said about a few players. Kamara, I said it with Murray, and I said with Cook. When you draft Cook, make sure you get Madison. Automatic. It's just that's an insurance policy you must have for Cook and especially for Kamara. So
for our dynasty league, one of my running backs was injured completely out. Most of the games are done. I had no one else to replace him with. I have Madison on my bench. I'm going, okay, maybe he'll get a touchdown, get me 6.
He still gets work with Cook, right?
Yeah. He'll get anywhere between 5 to 10 points a game with Cook there. So I'm going, okay, it's not the greatest bet, but let's put him in. And then it worked well, fortunately. I had Cook too, so Cook did pretty well. And Madison.
But it didn't work out.
I had both of them start and almost 20 points each. So
yeah,
still lost,
but just monitor. I'm pretty sure Cook is out. Just again, make sure if you don't have Madison, I'm sorry. It's just you didn't listen to me. Start Cousins, start Jefferson, Adam Thielen. Those are good starts. Even the tight end came through. And again, they're playing the Falcons, which are really bad against the tight end. It didn't work out with the Panthers because the Panthers just used DJ Moore, Anderson, and Davis in that game. But if you need to start, I'm pretty sure you don't. But Irv Smith, their tight end, might be a decent start. He saw 5 targets, caught 4 receptions, 64 yards. And Atlanta's not good against the tight end. So if you really need a tight end, or if you're in DFS, DraftKings, or FanDuel, look, this is another guy to plug in and play. He might have a big week.
and it'll be cheap.
That'll be really cheap.
All right, Falcons. Ridley must start.
Ridley, you got to start. You got to start Gurley in this one again.
Gurley, what a game he had.
He got that one long run, so it wasn't like this amazing game.
Long run to a touchdown.
That's
more points than most people get. Yeah.
And so many people are trying to trade Gurley, but people are like, we know who Gurley is. We're not gonna.
I had him a couple of seasons ago, and never again.
Yeah, he could be frustrating. So he might have a really bad game, but look, if you have Gurley, you have to start him. I would suggest try to trade him, try to get some value for him. Like for me, Gurley for Mixon would be a great trade. I don't know if the Mixon owner would do that trade, but go get Mixon right now. Yeah, that would be my suggestion. But
I think I made a decision of sticking with Mixon the whole season.
Okay, but so you wouldn't, if our guy in our league, Danny, if he would give you Gurley for Mixon, would you take Mixon? Would you take Gurley? Exactly. No. Smart. All right. Start your Matt Ryan.
I would take him for Kamara, Eric, just in case you change your mind.
Yeah, okay. All right. If Julio plays, Julio's probably not going to play. I think they're going to rest him for this hamstring injury that keeps reoccurring. That's it for the Falcons. So.
And no Gage, right? He had that 1 week and then nothing.
It's just talent surpasses. If you're not really talented, you'll get opportunities. You'll have a great game. But Gage is mediocre. He's not. No.
All right. Broncos at the Patriots.
So Broncos, I don't know if I could start anybody. Even Melvin Gordon's going to be a tough start for me. His name is back. Philip Lindsay. He should be back. He was supposed to be back last week. They don't play. But look, Melvin Gordon, if you have to start him, you have to start him. Nobody else is a start for me. Look, the Patriots still have a good defense because of their coaching staff. And the Broncos just, I don't know, especially in New England. No, nobody from there. With the Patriots.
Cam Newton back officially?
He might be back. Looks like the news reports he should be back. He probably get tested a bunch of times again. But if he's back, play him, please. He's a good start. Edelman here is a good start. Damian Harris looks like he's the running back there. If you're in PPR, White or Burkhead, if you have one of those, they might be good starts.
Burkhead might not, but we'll see.
Yeah, and then N'Keal Harry also looks like Cam Newton's looking for him. So start your Patriots. That's usually if you have any Patriots, start them.
That game should be.
In our league, I'm going to start Damian Harris because I have Kamara, Murray, his backup, and Jacobs out, so they're all on bye week. So I don't have any running backs. I have Bell, and
and he's not playing. So.
Oh my goodness! So I'm like, I don't have any running backs.
Let's talk about the football game and Giants because we're running short on time.
All right, football team. Look, yeah. I don't know who's the quarterback going to be. Pay attention to the quarterback. No matter who's the quarterback, look, start Antonio Gibson, McLaurin, and the defense is a good start against the Giants.
You think they'll go with Alex Smith?
I don't know if they will. I think Kyle Allen should be okay.
He looked good. The idea of Alex Smith playing with that O-line, though.
Yeah, it's a little scary. So, but look, yeah, but that's it on that. For the Giants, look, everybody's a big question to start because the football team has a good defense. But look, if you have Giants players, like I might start their tight end Ingram. Slayton, if you really need a spot start because people are on bye week, he might be that big play guy. He might get a big play in this game. They are at home. So kind of pay attention to the weather as well when all this happens.
What about Devontae? Mr. Freeman?
Again, if you need to start him. But I think the football team has a good defense. So
okay.
For them.
All right. Ravens at the Eagles.
Ravens, look, it's same thing always. You start Lamar, Brown, and Andrews and their defense. And then the 3 running backs, I literally looked again. It's literally like a 3-way split. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is completely split 3 ways. Look, you can't trust anybody from that running game. Anybody can score from those 3 running backs. So I'm not trusting any of those running backs at this time until something happens. For the Eagles, you start Miles Sanders, sit everybody else in this game. I don't know who to start. You can start Wentz if you need to, like in a dynasty league. Look, there's quarterbacks on bye, but nobody else. Miles Sanders.
What about Travis Fulgham?
The new guy. I can't. There's War. There's Ertz. Ertz might have a big game. Like there's still players there, and you don't know who's going to go.
I mean, 2 weeks. He's. If 2 weeks ago he got 57 yards.
There's better options. There's better options on the waivers
on the Eagles.
Not on the. No, just look to a different team.
Okay.
All right. Last game. We're doing
Browns at Steelers.
So we're doing 7 games, part 1, and part 2 we'll do the other 7 games. Browns and Steelers. Yeah. Browns. It's gonna be a tough start for me with the Browns. You gotta start Hunt, OBJ, and OBJ. You have to start. Everybody else, I don't know. I don't. Steelers look good.
What's going on with their QB?
Look, Baker Mayfield. I might have to start him in Dynasty because I like Dak. I lost Dak Prescott. And Wilson's on bye. So I have Aaron Rodgers coming back. And I'm playing against you. So looks like Mayfield might be a start. Unless the waivers go through and I get my waiver pickup. So All right. For the Steelers, look, you got to start Ben. You got to start Connor, but look, their run defense for the Browns is really good. It's Connor, but he catches PPR. He catches passes. You got to start Connor. Juju's a start. And look, Claypool have 4 touchdowns. I know everybody's going to be picking him up. Again, if Deontay Johnson's not there, he's a great start. Claypool's a great start. But again, he might not have a good game because James Washington is still a deep threat. That for some reason, Ben didn't go to him. He went to Claypool all the time. And look, you start your Steelers defense as well. So if Deontay Johnson's out and you need a start for a wide receiver instead of starting, who are you talking about from the Eagles? Go and get Claypool. Claypool would be a better start. So but that's 7 games for this week. We'll keep you updated on the next one if there's more updates with injuries and stuff. So
make sure to follow the commissioner and stuff on Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff.
And please, hopefully Bell signs.
Right.
All
right. To week 6.
Goodbye, guys.
Dude, you better not be sleeping after that podcast. That was an amazing message. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Commissioner. Also subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Any comments, questions, concerns, send them to the Instagram page, The Commissioner, your fantasy football guide.